What's up everybody, how's it going, and welcome to the main channel. Today we're going to be talking about an interesting subject here that came up the other day. So my source here for this is going to be Resident Unleashed. If you haven't seen her channel, please check it out. She also does some Shin Megami Tensei content. So she reported that Shin Megami Tensei V has some online features. This comes from the Australian committee that rates their games and everything, and obviously rated mature, but the main thing is online interactivity, which is a little bit different from just DLC, but it could be a possibility. Obviously, we know there's going to be some DLC involved in this game, as it was announced a couple days ago that they will be doing things like another dungeon where people can grind, or maybe some dungeon where they can get some money or something like that. So that is something that we already know about. But what other kinds of forms of DLC or online interactivity could happen? I really wonder about this, because it's nothing new from the Shin Megami Tensei series. They have approached all kinds of different ways to do online connectivity with friends or that kind of stuff. So they're definitely very open to different kind of ideas. So that's something that I always appreciate from the Megaten games, that although they do feature some things that are already known in the industry, they always put their spin on it, and it's always pretty interesting to see what they come up with. So one of the things that I will say is my first thought right off the bat is the way that they did with Persona 4 and Persona 5, which basically allows you to see what other people's choices were for the day or something like that. Now, I don't know how that could translate to Shin Megami Tensei V, as we don't really know the gameplay loop at this time. We get some idea of some of the stuff and how they work and everything, but we don't really know how exactly that works in the game. That could work in many different aspects, on different facets, but we don't really know what the gameplay loop is like at this time, so we can only guess, right? Besides that, it could also be other forms of DLC. For example, Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Apocalypse did these things where you could do these challenges. They added some additional dungeons as well, some boss challenges with previous Shin Megami Tensei protagonists, notably man, there was so many of them really from the Shin Megami Tensei series, but they did some pretty interesting stuff with that, so I'm interested to see whether they could do something like that as well. One thing that I would like to see that will be something different from the Shin Megami Tensei series, and I think, as I mentioned previously, with how they open to other possibilities, other things that they do, it's one thing that I'm actually quite a bit a fan of, and that is doing the I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a fan of the Dark Souls games, and one of the things that I like about the Dark Souls games is the fact that there's this weird online thing where you can actually get help from a friend or from a stranger. They kind of just show up there and kind of help you, or you kind of co-op. It's almost like a co-op, but not really. It's just like a co-op for a minute or two, you know, for like a battle or something like that. So it would be an interesting concept if you're maybe like struggling with a part, or maybe you want to grind and you feel like, oh, maybe having another person will kind of help out or whatever. It's not full co-op again, and the way that they do it again, it's like it costs you items and stuff, so it's not like something that you can just exploit for the game and you're like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna abuse the system or something like that. So it's not really a system that it's easily abusable, because again, it's used very limited, and it's definitely when you need it the most where it kind of helps out and everything. So it'll be interesting to see if they could do something like that. I'm not sure in what exact capability they could do it, but I feel like that'll be something that they could also implement as well. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? Do you like this kind of games having more online connectivities? Do you not like it? Again, this is always supplementary. Like, it's never really a core aspect of the game. So obviously, I don't know if you guys know, but when it comes to Shin Megami Tensei, they have done a couple different online games already, including a gacha game on the mobile. So there's all these different things that they've done already. So Atlus is no stranger to things like PvP or even again gacha games and everything. So nothing is really out of the realms of possibility. I know some people don't like that kind of stuff, but again, with Atlus record history, pretty much everything is on the on the plate. But anyway, let me know in comments below, what do you want from an online thing for Shin Megami Tensei V? It could be some pretty cool stuff. It could be just something simple like more DLC. And if there's more DLC, what kind of DLC do you want? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.